Historic House Trust of New York City welcomes you to the Wyckoff Farmhouse Museum in Brooklyn.
I'm James Wyckoff, a descendant of Peter Clayson Wyckoff, who built this home in 1652. And it's the oldest structure in New York City, probably the oldest in New York State, and one of the oldest wood frame houses in the country. But I think beyond that, it speaks of a different time in New Amsterdam that we don't usually read about in our history books. It was a time where the idea of the American melting pot was first introduced, and everyone was an immigrant, and somehow they all coexisted. And that's the time that we still find ourselves in, where we all have to cooperate together. The house, as it exists within this teeming area of business and first and second generation immigrants, stands out. It's almost a snapshot in time, almost as if it doesn't belong, and yet with this new wave of immigration, it fits appropriately with what's going on in New York. The neighbors actually saved the house. A member of the Wyckoff family was living in the house through the 1950s. And then the house really fell into disrepair because no one was here full-time to care for it. There was a lot of vandalism or attempts at vandalism, which actually were thwarted by the local children who learned about the house through their teachers. They really saved the house. We're looking at our farm manager and 3 high school interns working on our community demonstration garden. We grow a variety of vegetables here, which are all sold at our farmers market. Certainly the most successful programs we have here at the house are for school children. Students learn what it was like to live in New Amsterdam in the 17th century. They can also see how things tied together in the lifestyle of the 17th century, where you had your food sources right nearby. You lived in a situation where the family was close-knit and actually physically together. You didn't have anywhere to escape and watch TV or play video games. It was a whole different social structure within the family, as well as a different economic structure. If there's one thing that we'd like people to leave the Wyckoff house with, it's a sense of community. The family being together, the house being in cooperation with nature and with its environs, and a sense that we all need to work together in the original melting pot from which America was conceived.
Historic House Trust of New York City is a not-for-profit organization operating in tandem with the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation. Their mission is to provide support for houses that span 350 years of New York City history. These treasures reside within city parks and are all open to the public. For more information about the Historic House Trust and each of the member houses, visit historichousetrust.org. This presentation has been brought to you by the History Channel.